Have you ever stood on a pedestal and felt like a complete fraud? Not just being modest, but genuinely thinking, any second now they'll figure it out. They'll expose me. I'm here by accident. If something stirred deep inside you just now, this is it, imposter syndrome. 70% of people experience this at least once in their lives. 70%. Successful, intelligent people, the ones everyone holds up as examples. The scariest part? It's not laziness or weakness. It's an echo from childhood. Imagine you're 8 years old. You bring home a report card with an A. Mom, without looking up, well, finally, Masha already has straight A's. Dad, could have been better. And you stand there clutching that report card thinking, I'm still not good enough. That's when the voice was born. The very one that now, as an adult, whispers, you don't deserve this. Psychologists Pauline Clance and Suzanne Imes first described imposter syndrome in 1978. They were working with highly successful women and discovered that almost all of them grew up in families where achievements were either downplayed or compared to others. Research confirms the more you were brought back down to earth as a child, the louder the inner critic becomes later, the one that won't let you enjoy your successes. Does this mechanism feel familiar? A child does something great. An adult downplays it. The child's brain registers, my achievements aren't really me, they're just luck. And that belief gets etched into the mind for life, like a virus. Right now, you might be thinking, well, my parents were normal. But if we're completely honest, how many times did you hear, don't brag? That's just your duty. But your brother or sister, now that's impressive. And you? Every single one of those moments was a precise, invisible blow to your self-worth. This doesn't mean your parents were bad people. It's the result of parents who themselves never received unconditional love. They passed on what they knew. Love has to be earned. And you grew up believing that love is a grade. And since the grade was never a perfect excellent, you were never enough. Low parental warmth and high control is a direct path to imposter syndrome. Studies show children who are constantly compared or devalued are 2 to 3 times more likely as adults to feel like frauds. You're not broken. You were just programmed incorrectly.
And now, the worst part. This voice doesn't just get in the way, it steals your life. You turn down a promotion. I won't be able to handle it. You don't start your own project. Who am I to do that? You don't ask for a raise. What if they realize I'm overvalued? That is why you live at 60% of who you could be. And you know what's most painful? You've already proven to the world that you're capable of great things, but you still haven't proven it to yourself. When was the last time someone genuinely praised you without a but, without could have been better, without comparison, without downplaying? That's exactly why when someone praises you now, you blush and think they just don't know.
Classic. Psychologists call this conditional love. The child learns, I'm loved only when I'm the best, not just for existing. And now you're an adult. You no longer need to be the best for mom, but your brain still demands, prove you're worthy, otherwise you'll be abandoned. That's why you work until burnout. That's why you downplay your wins before anyone else can. You close a $1 million deal? Just luck. You graduate with honors? Anyone could do that. You're chosen out of hundreds? They made a mistake. Sound familiar? This isn't modesty. It's a defense mechanism you learned in childhood to avoid disappointing your parents. But here's what I'll tell you. You're not a child anymore. You can rewrite this program. You don't defeat the voice by force. You can't. But you can retrain it. Every time it whispers, you don't deserve this, ask it, whose voice is this? Mom's? Dad's? The teacher who always said you could do better? Then answer it yourself, out loud, so that you actually believe it. Because it's true. You've already proven to the world what you can do. Now it's time to prove it to yourself. Start small. Write down 3 real achievements from the past year. No buts, no just luck, no anyone could have done it. Just facts. And every time you feel unworthy of something, read that list. This isn't positive affirmation. This is taking back what was stolen from you in childhood. Remember, imposter syndrome is not a life sentence. It's a scar, and scars can be made beautiful. They can be turned into a story. I went through this, and now I help others. You're already halfway there just by reading this. Friend, you're not enough. You're a person who was taught as a child to doubt yourself. But now you're an adult, and you have the right to say, enough. Now, honestly, do you feel like an imposter precisely because you were devalued too often in childhood?